talking to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas. But I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the LA Chargers. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion right, that's Hardman.
On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
This one finds Wilson downfield. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 26 yards. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's Eckler again. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Ashton Davis able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, complete to Spiller. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. And now an audible here into something else. Herbert on first down now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown, Jets! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On 4th down, Herbert, he'll buy some time right.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And now here is another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's across midfield. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Forced out to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Rodgers looking to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. Herbert has it knocked free.
And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
First down gets him a yard to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Herbert off of play action. High throw, but the catch is made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, Pollard again.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that one going nowhere from the start. He's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Prescott now. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
A first down throw for Prescott.
He finds his man, Pollard.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Hey, check Mike 6. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Oh, look at the juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
You call it, we all it, baby. There you go. Watch the screen.
Prescott on 1st down.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Touchdown!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Herbert back to the air. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 6. We're going to 53. Let's make these babies.
First down, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
A second down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And again, it's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Take back. Hey. You got 3. Three down. Watch 88. Mike 9. Mike. We go 46. Here we go. 86.
Throwing. Prescott. That escapes the sack. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Play clock about to expire. Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 33. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's Pollard again. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 3. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And his pass is intercepted for the